Hello, welcome to Coplots. So I just got busy figuring out my perfect playlist for actually going through this apocalypse. And I really wanted to show you, but it looks like stuff that just goes missing before I buy it. And I have to wait until the end of the month or the beginning of next month. And I thought it was the beginning of this coming month. So we're screwed, but we still have that certain module that can do it already up. And survival tabs, survival tabs, survival tabs. You definitely want survival tabs. Just plain and simple. Oh, and because I bought survival tabs, I had to buy promising things. Oh my god, my kids' musical instruments are driving me crazy. Like, I hear them, like, really loudly. And I'm a musician, artist. I've been stoned this whole entire day trying to fix the problems in society. I made cures that are going to be given to the FDA and made to where we can distribute it. I made it to where we can have a stabilized apocalypse maps. I made it to where every president got money. Oh, by the way, those planets were banished. Those existence of planets for us got banished. So there's a planet out there who has a fuckload of presidential money. Oh, by the way, Max Devon made a phone that I can't hear. And I'm kind of like a phone girl, but I'm the intercom system phone girl with 7 plugs that I can see. There's 10 or 12 of them. And I mean outlet, out, out, outlet plugs. Oh my gosh, they're like fucking putting shit all over me that burns and fucking calling me schizophrenic. I really didn't want to go to this campsite. I'd really rather stay here. And I can't believe my mother subjected to that. Because they're sitting there calling me schizophrenic. And what are they going to be doing to my mother? Zap her dry of living off the land? Dude, that was sick. She was really great at fishing, and they're going to take the tape. And, like, God, like, how desperate can you be? And they hit the fuck out of me. They hit the fuck out of me. So you just got rid of the apocalypse maps that are stabilized. And he's been holding people hostage. Max Devon. Yeah, I know. He thinks he's invincible and all this shit. He's just creating more planets that have more fortune to them. What would we do with presidential money? They get to do quests. Presidential quests. People get to get paid to do presidential stuff. People doing shit for the president. Or they can just buy presidential stuff. Or do something for the company. Or, I mean, headquarters, corporations, companies, small businesses. I mean, anybody with a president that has presidential money can sit there and use it for the company that they work for, the place that they work for. That's why we say place. So anyways, being paid by taxes, oh my god, you should buy surviving stuff. Surviving stuff. You should, I got a lot of my tape taken away, so it's like I can't hear people at all. And I'm going deaf because they're taking so much tape. when it belongs to the supply chain, yeah, he's been doing a shitload to the reality with supply chain tape that can do a shitload of supply. It'll kill you in a week or a day. If you start making years old, it's called years old tape, but it takes that many years to make it. It literally takes 1,000 years to make 1,000-year-old tape, and that's how long it takes to make it. 1,000 years. And 1,000,000 years, I mean, you're sitting there turning back time on yourself and wondering why you have double helix happening and Huntington's disease. At the same time that you're going throughout the whole fucking reality, picking up all the words to the information that you need to use the tape with. So a buttload of tape from 1,000 years of making, in the making. I mean, that's it's not always 1,000 years, but it is 1,000 years of knowledge. And then pragmatism tape could take you millions and millions of years to make. And it could be just, 1,000,000 years of knowledge of pragmatism stuffed into there. And 1,000,000 years of instance technology. It really depends. You really want that kind of tape if you don't destroy anything. I mean, the kind of tape that I make for pragmatism would definitely create in fortune. You sit there and you believe in the circle to life, to all the things that matter in life, which is like all of existence. You have to learn these things. Like, you have to learn that all of existence is important to something or somebody that exists. Something or somebody that exists. You have to learn the circle to life, which means when you sit there and you're using pragmatism, you have to pay the person that gave you the right to do that pragmatic thing. And after you're done paying that person, if they can't pay the people that need to be paid, you can pay that person. And I mean, but if you're quickly doing a bunch of things in 30 minutes, you have to remember the struggle to life to that whole thing is that you were using magic of some kind to make abundance happen. And you really needed to pay the people that you used this abundance spell to create things, including if you sap off of a abundance tree with full of money and they die because you didn't pay them. Well, you don't really have that right to take the money that was given to them their whole life. So that would be a super bitch move. I mean, but like, if you want to do good, you probably, and you need the money, you would probably get it. But you can't turn around and do something evil because you will definitely be sued. even in an apocalyptic situation. Right now, what I call the evil that I've been raised to learn is the evil that you think is what it's all about. Because there's a lot of evil that does good. And if you have the money, you can make the tape that they needed to do good. That's it. That's all. That's all it was. Or were. That's all it were. Oh my god, like I seriously just like love to infrequently go at night. And that's the thing, is I don't know what I'm doing when I'm living with these people that I didn't like. Because I sleep very little and wake up during the night and do things. And you gotta like me. You gotta love me. And living off the land by a fucking lake makes me nervous because there's a fucking lake right there. I could drown. All the way in my sleep. And I found a way where I could see some of the future. And while my rent is $225, well, I'm paying $300 now, and the lot rent is $325. Oh, by the way, we bought the house for $25,000. It was haunted, and everything wrong happened here. Like, even the conspiracy thingamajig that was supposed to go after the guy who did this conspiracy stuff. It's like, the magic paper to drawing people into the house was drawing enemies into the house for 9/11. And they're the ones who caused the pandemic. In fact, they caused every Holocaust in Iraq as you could ever think of. And I narrowed it down completely. Pavilion, the one that doesn't, like, want a reality by doing good. Like, this pavilion will do all the evil that you can think of that we don't want. And she never got a reality because of it. Then there's not Megan, because she was the boycott. Then there was Miss Tanavy. There's a few of her, only one or two or three Miss Tanavys that don't deserve a reality of her own as well. But she's part of the government, and she finds punishing realities and gets rid of them, and punishing people and gets rid of them. She cannot get rid of Max Devon and his punishing reality. Then there's Max Devon. Max Devon manipulated everyone with a gun or not. And he made it look like everybody else was doing all the evil in the world. But way too many people in the first fucking reality when I was The Rock. When I had to swallow a fuck ton of pills that I can't now. I just switched to apocalyptic pills. I just learned that out. They're all white. Well, somebody conspired against you. Oh wait, they're apocalyptic pills. But somebody conspired against you. And Max Devon destroyed the whole fucking entire reality. Well, Megan didn't. Megan tried to stop him. And Max Devon sat there and taught the Miss Tanavy to put Burning Man and Burning Rounds on every computer that it doesn't belong to. In every way. It doesn't belong. So my computer last time was supposed to have Burning Rails, but she put Burning Man on it, and it wasn't supposed to have the type of Burning Man or Burning Rails that she put on it. And for Burning Rails, there was already multiple versions of it, to the point that she put one version of it that it didn't need. With Burning Man, she put 3 versions of it that it didn't need. I guess 2. So it fucking died. It fucking died. The power supply is dead. And it's probably the only thing that's dead about it. But the solid state drive fried and fried and fried my new PSU. See, the computer was half dead. It was kind of just running. As in, I couldn't turn it on. It wouldn't turn it on at all. Except if you spark the pins to the power switch. I got some fucking hemp going on, bro. And I can't switch my stuff to 18 only. Mobile can't do it while PC can. We're screwed on that aspect. So they sit there and told you to make it an adult theme, if it's adult theme. And you can't on mobile. And this bitch and that guy destroyed so much hardware and software that I'm on just only a single mobile device, a Nest Wi-Fi mini device, and a Chromebook, or not Chromebook, but a Chrome Ultra Cast. Except it's not Ultra. It's just regular. It looked nasty too when it came by. It was such a nasty little fraudulent piece of hardware. We had to replace it. It burned out. It burned out, so I got the upgraded version of it. And it doesn't look like one. I mean, it isn't. This is the way my phone was. My phone said it was a Pixel XL, but it was actually a Pixel 2 XL. Because the Pixel XL is 128 gigabytes. And it wasn't the cheapo Pixel 2 XL. It was the easy listening Pixel 2 XL. And I don't know why I got the easy listening, except it was actually one of my phones with the white backing on it and the white glass. They didn't like that. They even thought switching the phone out would help with the idea that it's just a piece of shit. But then they found another way to piece of shit it. Throw it in the toilet so fucking much it died. And it was running Reality after 2020. Running Reality After 2020. And a song put it all back together again. You know how I know it's an apocalypse? Anchor got rid of me. "26 minutes in. So you know that C where it does half on the bottom and half on the top? That's around the earth and has supply for bacterium. Well, I put cure in it, or antidote as well, that gets rid of it. So unfortunately, the side effect of believing in cures is that if the antidotes don't work, then you get the antidotes that cure over time by using it. So yeah. So they literally came by and I'm not sure, man. Like I don't know what to think. I don't want to live at camping sites because I need to live in this house for the gems and the fortune. Like I don't know what to do. It makes it more visible. It's a camping site, man. Except they're now interested in that infrequent shit. And I even have music that I need to do. Except I can't be walking around too much, man. Because of the microphones behind me. You can put them on the headphones. But I have to wear my crown. And right now my crown is with the headphones I have right now. They finally made them. Oh, and I go deaf without my crown. My current headphones are the second version of the original headphones that I got that were in the same brand. Except now I can see the wires. To an extent. I wonder how much more wire it can get for every version that I get. The network gets us paid money, but the problem is that I'm worth too much with reality printers. That means money, worth, or gems, gem dust, and gem water. 4 things that I can get printed from reality printers. Except when they're zombie mode. The printers. And those are people, too. That version of Pavilion is extremely nice. And they all look the same, so I'm fucking screwed. Ambers are barely looking the same. They have resemblance. And ambers that take on the Chrissy personality, even as the 5th personality, I meet those instead. So, yeah. Totally meet the Chrissy personality, except all the Chrissy personalities were doing the same shit and Amber does. An Amber room for a Chrissy personality? Bro. I do love the personality job game. I thought it was fucking hilariously fun. Except I want to stay here. There's a bunker down that way. Or over here. Somewhere. Battery temperature too high. Temperature of the battery is too high. If it keeps raising, the handset will shut down automatically. Oh, shit. Dismiss or snooze, guys. Something happened. Something happened. So this is my only phone, and like, you guys got beat up from all my enemies, so we're screwed into that infrequent shit. And we're gonna go to places and make supply army. I'm actually a 710 instead of a 510. Oh, 4? I don't know what the next 4 numbers are. They won't tell me how fucking Logan I am either. I just know my Stitch Fix is the same shit. So as a grown-up adult, I'm Logan as fuck. And I can get inside the buildings of World Trade Center, which is really vile right now. Because there's stairs that go up into this World Trade Center. And I don't know how much of this shit I'm doing at night. And that would mean the World Trade Center here would shut off. Because I can't move it. But I can move the Hutchison one. But I can barely communicate with this World Trade Center during the day. We should be doing investor hour. We should be doing a donation hour. We should be doing hemp hour. Except we had to go blue midnight with hemp hour. We should have a antiviral hour or anti-firewall hour. We should be having I mainly do fortune stuff over here in the house, in this room. where there's a building that has stairs and it's totally World Trade Center. Except there's another building. So if you smoke Acapulco Gold, you can see all this shit here. And it's not funny, but like I will always ask for hemp in my craziness with the crazy tape that he gave me, guys. And I can't work with Hutchinson. I have to stay here and focus on worldly events to fix up with a suit and a tie and a dress and a tie, maybe. So it's kind of hot. It's still kind of hot, man. It's still kind of hot. I actually Instagram that shit. Dude, I had it on Instagram. Dude, I had it on Instagram. And then I realized that I probably would never get it back because I had it on Instagram and everybody just loved the shit out of it. Dude, if I had nothing to do in this house while I'm sleepwalking, I end up in the bathtub, dude. I end up in the bathtub. I just end up in the bathtub with cold water. $225 is great. Now to pay the electricity bill. Fuck. Oh, and I get super paranoid without the conspiracy tapes that I have. I found out the easy way by watching somebody else do it, that moving out of the house that kept them safe meant, or the fucking state, or the fucking city that kept them safe, I found out that a lot of people just fucking died by moving out of the house, the city, and the state that kept them safe. And I'm stuck to here, especially because semi-generators, semi-hemisphere generators, definitely don't like to go anywhere else. Neither does the generator to the whole fucking entire map. They tossed it to the group home, and we totally put it in because we hooked it up all hackishly. There was another semi-hemisphere generator, and it became really hectic. And that was Charmin. Charmin Ultra. I don't get why you're making me say that. Carmen. I don't even know. I don't even know her name. Clonidine makes me so fucked up. I think I'm drunk off the shit. And dead. As a 13-year-old-ish. 12-year-old-ish. (2001). Oh wait, 2002. That's right. 9/11 happened in 2001, and then my suicide attempt happened in February of 2002, Sunday before the Valentine's Day. And it was real. I mean, suicide commission. I saw the red door. My door was fucking painted. Why would I see a fucking red door? In fact, it was a brown door. But it stayed red the whole entire fucking time that I was living in that house after I committed suicide. A brown door turned red. And at first I had to yell at my mother in order to show her that I committed suicide. Then when the bitch came by, they introduced Clonidine to my system. It's Clonidine. She gave me Clonidine. Really drunk and shit. Okay, so I almost died as an adult on 0.7 milligrams is what I committed suicide with. Pumped into my system. I almost died as an adult. And I was actually running into everything, walking through the house, and slowly just like drunken monkey walking. And I was dizzy. Drunk and dizzy. I do not believe Clonidine is a safe drug because of this. But I believe there are people who have the bacterium for it. But I believed it was a clean drunk. Except this vile part of it. I guess committing suicide too much on the drug is really deadly for how nice the drug is to you. I didn't know what was Clonidine when I was in the Mars Mental Hospital hotline, Razor Sharp, because they were all fucking white too. They're an apocalyptic reality as well. They destroy their supply. As in, their supply isn't the exact supply you're supposed to get. Like, you can't have nice supply here. You gotta be dirty, degenerate supply. And I'm just like way too, it's too dumb for my blood. I'm way too rich for your blood. I even had the antigens to anything. I was sick with cancer for. It was a type of um, cancer that caused even cancer, like what my grandpa had, but it caused my blood to be filled up with the white blood cells. Only, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm not on the right planet. I'm supposed to be on a party planet that's peaceful and moves all the time. Peaceful, perfect peace party planet that moves all the time. And Max Devon took me out of it. So I don't get to have my business or get a credit card or all that fun shit. There went my tape. It's not even that hot, but the battery is.